The one thing that I think is a hot topic right now in the world, and hit that like button if you have not done so. Subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. The one thing that right now is just a hot topic in the world is NIL. It's the biggest conversation in sports right now, and you gotta look at some of these NIL situations. I don't know if y'all saw this, and I know we're gonna talk about what's his last name? It is hilarious. I think it's like Ali.
Nico Iamaleva, something like that.
No, it's literally like I am a leaving.
Yeah, I am a leave you.
I am a leave you or something like that.
I'm a Leva, I think.
You should have knew that he was
Excellency
leaving.
quarterback.
Yeah.
But I don't know if y'all saw this. Baylor has to replace their entire basketball team.
No.
Because of NIL. 9 of their 15 players have entered the transfer portal. Because they're
basketball or football?
Basketball.
Okay.
Well, that'd be nuts. You got to replace your whole football team, 53 people. Well, it's not. What is college? Like 70-something people.
We need a new team.
Yeah,
but
so we got a problem.
You know what? This is all
Like
the NCAA's fault, though. If you gave all the players a stipend in the beginning because you just couldn't seem to do it in the first place, and then they're saying like this is the Wild Wild West. There's no contracts. There's no restrictions. There's no cap. So these guys are like doing whatever they want to do, and so now it's basically ruining the fact that like, look, you have every right because these players are playing. Like you've heard the stories over the years of guys that don't make it to the NBA or NFL, and they have like career-ending injuries, and they have nothing. So it's like you have to get your money because I'm playing for free. It reminds me of Chris Webber. He said, "I'm sitting there." You know, I have barely any money in my pocket, and I look up and my jersey sales is going for $150 or $200, and I don't get $1 of that. Yeah. And so you're mad because you get to pimp me as a player, but then I can't make anything back. I'm asking for a free lunch or something for the, I'm doing you guys a favor.
Can't even get $20.
This is where it irritates me, and this is where it needs to go. And for some reason, because you still want to keep the student moniker, because I don't believe that NIL is ruining college sports. I do believe that how it's currently set up is ruining college sports. And that, to me, is on the NCAA to fix or on the colleges to fix. You want to keep the student moniker. So it's like we've got amateur sports players. No, you don't. You have professionals.
Yeah.
You are paying these people to come to your school and play sports.
It's capitalism.
Give them contracts.
It's capitalism as finest.
Give them contracts. You want to come to this school? We will pay you $4 million. I will sign you to a 2-year deal. In the second year of that deal, you do have the option to enter the transfer portal and move on. But if you do enter the transfer portal, we will need a buyout from you, which everybody keeps going to the coach. They're like, coach has been doing this for years. Coaches have buyouts. Yeah. You can't just say, I quit when you've signed a contract. When coaches go from small schools to bigger schools, those bigger schools pay buyouts to get those coaches out, which puts money back in the school's pocket. Sign a 2-year deal. Say you have the option to enter the transfer portal if you want. But one, if you go into the portal and nobody picks you up and you got to come back here, we renegotiating a whole new deal. Now we know where you stand with us. We had a different situation. Number 2, if you do go, we get a buyout from it. And if it's one of the top players on that team, guess what? Maybe it's a $5 million buyout, right? Like, stop pretending that you're not playing professional sports. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
See, that's the thing though. You have to look at it, and this is not one of those linear deals. This is one where you have different levels and different things, because 80% of the people in these college sports are not making it to the pros.
100%.
So they do need the ability to make some money on their likeness.
I like that.
And you have to, regulate it a little bit as far as some contractual obligations to kind of put everybody on a semi-level playing field. Yeah. But the issue is the people to regulate it. Like you're right, the NCAA, they mess it up back in O'Bannon days.
Yeah, they've been messed it up.
Right, O'Bannon days. They over there kicking people out for taking $20 suits. Yeah, that was just something that could have been alleviated years and years ago. But the issue is it's such a slippery slope to create contracts when half of the people are not going to make it to the pros. So there has to be, like you said, some kind of middle ground where you can make money but not be able to abuse the situation. Like this all started with the Tennessee guy leaving because another quarterback got $4 million.
No. So the situation with Nico Iamaleava is, which I'm telling you, that is a I am leaving, is he negotiated a contract for $2 million.
Yes.
They told somebody got in his ear. Yeah, I think it was $2.9 million. Somebody got in his ear. He seen somebody else get more money.
Right, somebody else got 4.
Somebody else got 4. They came to him. He said, I want to renegotiate.
No.
Well, I'm leaving.
Bye.
Now he's at UCLA. And you know what he's not making? $4 million.
Nope. They didn't give him $4 million?
No, they didn't give him $4 million. And you want to know what? I hope he's making 2.
Yeah.
And
you might have went to UCLA and just screwed yourself out of M's. And this is my point with all of it. To your point, right? Like, college sports is such a big industry. We have contracts in the G League.
Yeah.
Like, there are players in the G League that don't go to the NBA.
Right.
Like, it's not you on a 2-way deal. There are players, you are signed to a G League deal. How long you want to sign here? You want to sign for 2 years? All right, 2 years. We'll pay you $750,000 for 2 years. Okay? That's a contract.
Yes.
If I want to trade your contract, I can trade your contract. Now, I don't think you should be able to do that. I don't think we can get into the, hey, we're going to start trading contracts. I don't want this to become that. I think that this is a developmental league still, and there needs to be a loyalty from the player. There needs to be a loyalty from the school on both sides. A contract forces you to be somewhat loyal.
Right.
That's all it does.
And
Let me
I
ask you a question.
think
Can it be like a tier deal? Like, if these are tiers. So if you are a level 1 tier, level 2 tier, level 3 tier, and then you get a value based upon those levels.
No,
I think it's
if
more
you
about
the big name, make your ducats.
if you can command the money that you're supposed to get, fine. The issue comes down to I'm pulling out of playing games. I'm holding out. I'm holding the college hostage.
Yeah.
I'm ruining the fabric of actually having a team. It's basically mercenary play now.
But the problem
I'm only going to go to you, whoever has the highest the dollar.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if I ruin the rest of this team. So you're kind of ruining the college basketball. What makes it different from the pros is that you had a team that you grew together, and everybody, there's an ascension.
Yeah, but that ain't happening.
I get it, but now the whole point was that if you look, all those teams that we grew up in college all the way up until recently was more about developing players. It was the special player. It was the Kevin Garnett that he couldn't get into college. He was good enough to. He ended up just he couldn't pass.
No, I think he failed.
He failed.
He failed, but he was still getting recruited to school.
He was getting recruited, but he couldn't pass.
He was like the program.
Derrick Rose shouldn't have made it. Derrick Rose shouldn't have made it to Memphis.
He was like Alvin from the program. He was like Alvin from the program. All F's was still passing.
Right, but you got somebody like the Kobe's and LeBrons.
I watched Jeremy Richmond get into Illinois.
But
Jeremy
the tier
come to my high school during the day.
The tier that Drew talks about. There's those blue chip type players that yes, they're going to go to the pros regardless whether they went to college or not.
Yeah.
It's the rest of the guys that you let in that really weren't ready to be there. So they could have used the time to develop their game. What's unfair is that the NCAA was not allowing everybody to have something, even though it's clear that you guys are raping them to the point of making so much money. And so now the irresponsibility of putting this NIL, because the comments were that there were people that put this in place that were just more of the brainiac and didn't understand the repercussions of what would happen. They didn't understand the psychology of these people, of these players. Oh, we'll let them get some money. They didn't realize they opened Pandora's box. So it was irresponsible. But instead of just taking care of the players over the years, you created this situation that we have right now. But the whole point is to even what Drew's saying. If you hold a person accountable to either signing a contract or having something in place, I think that alleviates that. You just can't leave, or based on you can't
Drew
just
saying don't do a contract.
No, he's saying it's tiered to a certain point.
Right, not a contract, but this is a tier like blue chips. Let's just blue chips,
top players.
Right, the top
if you
players.
was a top 50 or a 5-star player,
right, 5-star recruit. Yeah. You at like $4 million. You go down per whatever. Some not just saying that specifically amount, but something like that where you tiered out, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna end up turning the NFL into
college
a train.
Huh? You mean college? Oh, the NFL.
No, you're gonna turn the NFL into more of a training academy where you're gonna have to create like a G League because you got all these players jumping around. They're not because college football for 3 years you're supposed to learn the game. If you're jumping around from different system, your learning curve is gonna be totally different to get to NFL level. To me, it's gonna be watered down. But so you have to alleviate that so these children are making money, but they're also learning at the same time.
But it's not the same money though. It's not the same money though.
This won't be a problem in college football because you have to stay 3 years, right? So it's I'm staying 3 years. Like Nico, I am believe you is that's what I'm calling him. he is a special situation where he's trying to do the mercenary thing and he's trying to move around and he wanted to get more money. So now he's jumping around. Most people aren't doing that in college football. Usually when you're doing that in college football, it's because you're getting an opportunity to go play and be a starter where in another school you were behind 17 people, right? Like
he might know his projection is too.
That's why Alabama is not as dominant right now. That's why Georgia is not as dominant right now. It's why, right? Like what they're still really good because they're getting the top players, but they don't have 17 of the top players.
They don't have the top players.
They can't
they
pay
have
them
top
all.
player at every position like they used to.
Well, they still got top player at every position, but it's like the dude that was under it when that top player got hurt was also a top player.
Yeah,
now that guy's like...
It's not Tim Tebow or Cam Newton.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not all
now
stacked.
that guy's like, why would I sit on the bench?
Yeah.
Like, I can go play over here
and
today.
To my point, because I was talking about this with Joel, my whole thing with the Nico thing was, bro, you're not Arch Manning.
You're not
like,
Is that who he was looking at?
No, it was
but somebody got the $4 million. I forget who it was, but it was a guy that was actually better than him.
Yeah,
they got the $4 million, and he's like, "Well, I should deserve that."
Yeah,
too.
but again,
and he got a bad camp. That's what it boils down to.
That's not
somebody was in his ears, pops or his uncle or somebody.
It had to be. My whole thing was, well, one, that wasn't true as it pertains to the whole like messing up college sports in general. Yeah, because now. When I go to these teams, hey, if I know next year, if we towards the end of the season, if I know next year, hey, Texas A&M is offering me 8, and y'all give me 3.
Yeah.
I can go over here and play. Say less. That's where I'm at. That's why. Just like because I went back and looked. Scottie Pippen's son, Justin Pippen,
Hooper.
Yeah, Hooper.
Pippen, the only one with good kids.
At Michigan.
Well, Boozer too. Boozer kids was cold.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Reese's kid was
Boozer started.
Ken Martin's son.
No. Elijah Arenas, he about to have his freshman year.
That's what I said. He about to be a freshman. He ain't started yet.
Him, Cayenne, and Bryce. How about that freshman year?
And
was that Carmelo's kid?
Yeah,
Cayenne. They said he might be the truth too.
Oh yeah, he
Kendall's
is.
son at Northwestern. Kendall's son.
But
he got a son.
Back to
late. Sorry to cut you off.
Kendall Gill only.
Yeah, Kendall Gill.
Yeah, he not
49, 50.
40s. Yeah, 49, 50.
I thought all these kids was grown by now.
I give him he about 8. He's a few years old.
Yeah,
last one, but keep going, Rico.
Back to what I was saying. Yeah, Justin Pippen.
Around 56.
Justin Pippen was
that's an old dad.
Was that
that's old dad? Yeah, that's an old dad. 56 is old dad.
Yeah, that's
with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
like
40,
man, he got
46 with an 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's an old dad.
Yeah,
and I was late. I was almost 30.
She was late.
I know. I was 30-some years old having.
That was a good
knocking
joke.
her.
I
didn't want to give it to
him. But because Justin Pippen was at Michigan. Michigan's in the Sweet 16, and they're like, and he's like, "Hey, well, I'm finna transfer." My whole issue with that is not even the money. I think what needs to happen just on. Like, if we shift SHIFT, if we shifting it and going to the college basketball side, you got to open the transfer portal the day after the you could do it the night the tournament ends.
Absolutely not.
Because it's college free agency.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because now those kids that are on a team that probably are talented, who aren't getting a shot to play in that tournament, they're sitting on the end of the bench not doing anything, are missing out on the schools that get the money opened up to them already, that are out there recruiting players already, that are out there picking who they want to pay already. Like that means by the time Justice Pippen gets his opportunity to get out of the portal or get into the portal, everybody else already got their players because everybody else out the tournament.
But I'm not making it. I'm not making it in the middle of a trying to get an NCAA championship. We're in the middle of the Sweet 16. If that was
Justice ain't playing.
No, but bro, it's still next man. You don't know what happens because at the end of the day,
if you got the Justice Pippen, you're losing.
No, but I'm saying you don't know if somebody gets hurt. So it's literally looking at it like, hey, bro, if I'm on the team, you on the team, Joe, and then Drew. And then we in the middle of a Sweet 16 run. Everybody like, hey, bro, I'm transferring. I'm looking at you, bro.
Hey, bro, listen. First of all, Jaden Daniels did it and they laughed at him, and now he's great. I think he's the only player from that team in the NFL.
That was Arizona State. That was Arizona State. That was Arizona State.
If you get enough players injured to the point where you get the Justice Pippen,
Justin
Pippen, my bad.
Yeah.
GG's. It's over. Give up. Yo, you're done. Like, no. Bro, but four people have to get hurt before Justin Pippen gets in the game.
Okay, but what? Okay, but
Rigo, that's like arguing. That's like arguing. Hey, bro,
this way though.
We should make sure that we could keep Adama Sanogo in the G League so that just in case the entire Chicago Bulls team dies, we got somebody.
Yeah, let's.
But I'm just saying even. Oh, okay. Even then, what if it's like a Kentucky or Duke? Because you got them guys coming in, and then you still got the top of the top guys over there. So then what? Like,
well, the whole
don't have 17 people get hurt.
I think what happens is that, to your point, the NIL, what it kind of does is that
it creates a mercenary world.
It creates a mercenary world, but it also thins out you stacking your squads because you can't just grab and have the next 4 generations of players coming in. Like Alabama would do with the running backs or whatever. So now, but that's the only positive in the sense that you can't stack.
Parity. It's supposed to create parity
and it has.
It does create parity.
It has.
But parity and pay.
But it doesn't create a sense of loyalty to these. But the whole thing is pulling out of games, and it's like, whoa, you're holding out and holding teams hostage. That's the mercenary aspect.
The loyalty aspect of it to me has never been a thing because we sit here and talk about loyalty, and we talk about how you have to be loyal to your school. You should be loyal to a team to a fault. These teams ain't loyal to these kids.
I get that. I don't mean it loyalty of like, I'm saying if I'm supposed to basically like contractually play for you.
You sign your name, and
I take the money, and then but I'm holding you hostage.
Yeah.
To me, that's the issue I see of like, whoa, they're actually pulling out of games, just to make the dollar for themselves. So that's the mercenary aspect that I don't appreciate. And I'm not saying loyalty of like I got to bleed for this team, but if I'm gonna be a man of my words and I'm gonna play for you, and then I'm gonna turn back because I found a loophole, I think that's kind of bogus.
But that's my coach left.
But you know
what I mean. That's the part where it's just not balanced. And realistically speaking, because we got to get up out of here. Realistically speaking, the NIL situation is one that the NCAA and college sports is still trying this like we're still an amateur league. No, you're not. You're professional sports.
Yeah. Once you start
just admit that you're professional sports. Let it happen. It is okay. We all view it. We're all going to watch it. Nobody's going to say, are you telling me this is the pros? Is it a lower tier of the pros? Yeah. Guess what else I watch? I watch the AHL. That's a lower version of the NHL. I watch G League basketball games. That's a lower version of the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't watch the UFL. I'm not going to lie. We're not tapping into that. I'm not tapped in. I tried.
We're not tapping.
I tried.
All right. Well,
I feel like everybody tried at one point.
Yeah, I just think, man, they need to, create, because you need an association. You need something in between to buffer the players and the money, where I don't want to go as full contract, but it has to be something in there where it makes people if they sign a name to it, they have to adhere
Listen,
to it.
I think that's a lesson that he will never forget, and I'm glad he got to learn it. It sucks that you have your bag up.
I'm glad he didn't get the money though, because if he got the money, that would set a different precedent, and it would have been ugly.
And I'm glad the college set the precedent that they did, and I'm glad that UCLA was like, I got whatever we got for you. Like, you can come in here for this. Like, listen, like that is the best case scenario with all of this. He learns, and he is a lesson, and unfortunately, he has to be the one that is that lesson, and everybody else learn from it.
Yeah,
don't F up your money.
He's gonna be the face of it. Yep.
He's gonna be the face of it.
Yes, sir.
And guess what? Darren Collison signed every contract that got slid across his not Darren Collison. Who am I thinking of?
Did you say Danny Green? What did you say?
Not Danny Green. That's a different conversation. Not.
I didn't know.
I said that's a Discord.
Yeah,
That was nuts.
okay.
No, the one that damn, why can't I think of it?
Context.
On the Lakers, they gave him 80. They offered him 80 million. He turned it down.
Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Hey, Dennis Schroeder ain't turned down a contract since.
Nope. He lost that one.
And he gets the horn.
And still,
And then said the NBA
blew that bag.
He said then said the NBA trade deadline is just like slavery and got traded 17 times in them.
I just think I don't think they ever gonna be able to get it together because I feel like it's too many.
You will if you
have to.
if you stop trying.
It's too many cooks in the kitchen.
We have to though.
It's too many cooks in the kitchen.
You will if you stop trying to sit there and pretend like it's not professional sports. You know when you don't have this issue? Hey, you signed your name on this piece of paper for 2 years. You got to play for us for 2 years. You got to out in this situation. You got a player option. You got a team option, whatever. Like it's in black and white. Yeah. I can't just up and leave.
Nope. Yeah.
So
and that's what it is.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another episode of The Breeze, man. We're gonna have a ton of stuff coming you guys' way. Of course, P Kid dropping clips over on this channel almost daily. He been dropping pretty consistent. Tap in with Joel over on the Chicago Bears Breeze. He's been doing some good things over there. Got the Chicago Bulls Breeze held down. We're gonna get a video out today on that channel. Drew tapping in on Chicago Bears Breeze every now and then. He's been been a part of that show. Ringo's on TikTok being freaky. Ringo's out here with freaky TikToks, though.
I am not being freaky. It's not. No, because he can't.
The people that are joining Ringo's TikTok,
and then they was like, "Oh, you need to change."
Look at that bottom name.
No, bro.
Yeah. Look at his face.
I said, okay. Well, he's the rock star. No. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it all the way over here.
Yeah.
I see it all the way over here.
No.
Just take your L, Ringo. Just take your L, Ringo. Just take the L.
Yeah.
Just take the L, Ringo.
Huh?
Just take the L.
Yeah.
Just take the L. Yeah. Be like,
I don't know who.
Let's do it.
That bottom name.
Yeah, so just take your L, bro.
Yeah.
Just take your L and wrap it.
I never peeped.
Oh, you peeped. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Show of love, man. Tap in with us on all platforms. Y'all stay safe out there, world. Breeze ball of the week before we get in? Quick one? Breeze ball.
I thought we were doing that next. I don't.
You ain't got that?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry? Good one. Who you got? Breeze ball?
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got you know what? I'm going to go Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey was hooping. They lost, but Josh Giddey.
Oh, man. I ain't got nobody on this one because everybody been playing decent. Man, so I get Luka then. I'll take Luka then.
That's not a bad one. He ain't played this week, though. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.
Peace in the Middle East and Greece.
I love that he could just throw a random Luka out there. I'll take Luka. That's not a bad take, but he didn't play this week.
Hey, I thought you said boy, he was cooking. He was cooking last week.
We'll create a graphic for that next week. All right, we out.